Last time we met an old man on a prison island, and heaven began to open. Tonight it opens all the way. John is about to hear a voice behind him, turn around, and see something that drops him to the ground like a dead man. This is not the gentle Jesus of the Christmas card. This is the risen King as he is right now. Revelation chapter 1, verse 9. Stay with me. John tells us exactly where he was. I, John, your brother and companion in the tribulation, was on the island called Patmos for the word of God and the testimony of Jesus. He does not say your bishop. He says your brother and companion in the tribulation. He is not writing from a palace. He is writing from a rock in exile for the crime of refusing to stop talking about Jesus. And then he says something strange for a man in prison. I was in the Spirit on the Lord's day. On the day the churches gathered to worship, John, alone on his rock, worshiped too. And that is when it happened. He heard behind him a loud voice like a trumpet behind him. He was facing his exile, his loneliness, the empire that put him there. And the voice of God came from behind him, the direction he was not even looking. The voice said, "What you see, write in a book and send it to the 7 churches. Ephesus, Smyrna, Pergamos, Thyatira, Sardis, Philadelphia, Laodicea." 7 real churches, 7 real cities, 7 struggling congregations. Before Jesus shows John the future, he gives him an assignment for the present. Write it down. My people need to hear this. Then John turns around. He turned to see the voice that was speaking with him. And having turned, he saw 7 golden lampstands, and standing in the middle of them, one like the Son of Man. Remember what the lampstands are. They are the churches. So the very first thing John sees is not Jesus far off in the sky. It is Jesus standing in the middle of his churches, in the middle of the pressure, in the middle of the fire with his people. And then John lifts his eyes to the face of the one standing there. And every detail is going to matter. He is clothed in a long robe with a golden sash across his chest. That is the robe of a high priest and the sash of a king. Priest and king, standing together in one figure. His head and his hair were white, white like wool, white as snow. That is lifted straight out of Daniel chapter 7, the description of the Ancient of Days, God on his throne. John is telling you plainly, this Jesus is eternal God. And his eyes were like a flame of fire, not soft, not sentimental. Eyes that see all the way through you, through every mask and every performance, and love you anyway. His feet were like fine brass, glowing as if refined in a furnace. He has walked through the fire, and he cannot be moved, and he stands with his people while they walk through theirs. His voice was like the sound of many waters, like an ocean, drowning out every other voice, including Caesar's, including the ones in your own head. In his right hand he held 7 stars, the messengers of the 7 churches, held in the hand of power, and out of his mouth came a sharp 2-edged sword. He does not conquer with iron like Rome. He speaks, and his word cuts to the truth of everything. And his face, John says, was like the sun shining at full strength, too bright to look at. This is Jesus, unveiled. So what does this old vision have to do with your Tuesday? Everything. Because the Jesus John saw is the Jesus you actually pray to. Not a picture on a wall. Not a memory from childhood. The living, blazing, reigning King, standing in the middle of his church right now. Which means he is standing in the middle of your mess right now. The voice still comes from behind you, from the direction you are not looking. On the days you feel most exiled. The eyes of fire still see the real you and refuse to walk away. And the sword of his word still has the final say over the culture, over the headlines, over the lies you have believed about yourself. He has not changed. He is still like the sun at full strength. Here is where it leaves us, like it always will. If you have never given your life to this Jesus, do it today. The one with eyes of fire is the same one who loved you and died for you. He is not waiting with a lecture. He is waiting with open arms. If you already belong to him, then do what John did. Turn around toward the voice, and then tell somebody what you saw. And walk in your purpose, because you are a lampstand he is standing in the middle of. Next time, John hits the ground like a dead man, and Jesus reaches out his hand. Revelation 1, verse 17.